All right. Oh, I'm dirty. All right, well, I'm live. Let's see if that'll work. All right, so next up is pulling the motor mounts. Let's move this over here. That's a new motor. All right, so I need to figure out what size my motor mounts are because they are big. That's bigger than 19 too. Let's see. Yes, bigger than 19. Everything under here is much bigger than 19. Everything's bigger. All right. Let's see. Dang. 0 people. I'm so dirty right now. All right. Motor mount stuff. Let's see what's going on. All right, so I need either 23 or 24 millimeter because it's kind of big. That's not happening. So, get all the goodies out of here. All right, motor mount bolt is out. All right, motor mount bolts are out. Bell housing bolts are out. Let's see. Now I should drain the fluids. Starters off. Damn, I am so dirty right now. Holy crap. All right. Okay. Now to drain the fluids. Let's start with oil. Oil makes the most sense to do first. If I can find my oil drain pan. All right, now to drain the oil and then the coolant. Thankfully on this truck, draining the oil is insanely easy because you just unscrew the thing by hand and it slowly trickles out. And once all the coolant's drained, start pulling everything off the top side of the motor. Guess it's not like I'm doing an oil change, I'm doing a motor change, so it doesn't really matter if I just leave it going. The coolant is going to be a nightmare. The coolant's going to get absolutely everywhere. That's what I have to figure out how to do next. I wonder if I have a bucket somewhere. I know what I'll use. This is what I used last time, and it still has some coolants in it. So, get that under the petcock, that's what it's called, and drain it. I think there's oil in here too, so it's kind of nasty. All right. I'm still filming this for a full YouTube video. Might as well record it here too. God, it's gonna get everywhere. Of course, it's going right on the bumper plate. Let's see how long that would take to trickle out. I have a feeling I'm going to lose patience and just open it wide open. But for now, it's trickling out. But not very well. Let me see. There it goes. Now I'm spilling some. That's what we're after. Okay, so might as well start taking the top motor apart now. Let all that stuff drain out. God, there's so much to take off. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I normally have music or a podcast or a book or something on, but I don't know if I'm allowed to with YouTube. This is my first live stream like ever, so I don't know if I can get demonetized or whatever for it. So, and I just got monetized. I have like $6, big baller over here. So because of that, I don't want to listen to music. I don't want to get in trouble. All right, I have this time lapse set up. Okay. I guess for the actual YouTube video, I should probably go ahead and mount one of these cameras on the hood to watch what I'm doing under the hood. So give me just a second. I'm also extremely confused because I seem to have an extra SD card, which isn't normal. These cameras are for the angles for the actual YouTube video, not the live stream. So, got to set them up too. All right, so I found my suction cup mount for the action camera. Yeah, all the junk in the garage, that would definitely do it. Thankfully, I have a shop. Well, it's for actual work though. We manufacture wiring harnesses and electrical systems for off-road vehicles. So thankfully, I've got a shop to work with. But yeah, that could be a nightmare. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's gonna fall on my head at some point tonight. This camera will definitely fall. But we'll see how long we make it until that happens. Should be fun. All right, so okay, yeah. If you guys subscribe, you're gonna like that camera angle when I post the actual video. Sign up for my Tundra. Oh yeah, those terminals and tie downs are amazing. Okay, so let me see who's that. Rodeo Magic. Let me see. I don't know your actual name, obviously, but those things are so nice that I went through the hassle. So on this truck, the battery's in the bed, and this isn't like, it's not the same battery mount system as the Toyotas, but I went through the hassle of trying to develop a battery tray for the back of this truck just to use those tie downs. And this was actually going to use 2 of them per battery with the truck being jumped and stuff. But it's just like, I couldn't find a place to mount them efficiently and all that. So went with a whole different custom setup, but I really wanted to use those tie downs. I still have the terminals on the truck, but I really wanted to use those tie downs on this truck too from SDHQ. All right, let's see. What else? That's still draining fine and dandy, making a little bit of splatter. I need to get all of this stuff off the top of the motor. Man, all right, I need my stool. Oh, and honestly, if you want to know the real reason that I'm doing this in the middle of the night. Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, so I don't handle all of the emails. I do have people that help me now, thankfully. If you want to know the real reason that I'm doing this in the middle of the night, ow, metal shard. It's actually because I have harnesses to make all day, help my guys out. So with everything I'm doing all day, the past 2 weeks, we've had massive orders and sales, thankfully, but both for vendors and because of the Black Friday stuff. And so I can't justify working on this truck during the day. And I can justify taking 2 days to not work 12 to 15 hours on harnesses. And I worked till like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock today, and then started this. And so it's easier for me to justify working on this from 8 till 2 or 3 in the morning, like 2 or 3 nights in a row, than it is for me to work on it during the day when I need to be getting customer orders shipped out and helping the guys with all that stuff. So that's why I'm doing it in the middle of the night, really. All right. More parts. What does it say? So what happened is my buddy ran over the foot of it, and so it slides no matter what. Yeah, it'll be all good. It's just a little step stool. It's been doing that to me for like months now, unfortunately. The thing just isn't planted anymore. It kind of never really was. I got a Snap-on truck like 10 years ago when I was a tech. Right. Airbox. And here's a smart thing to do. Obviously, I'm filming it, and I have plenty of pictures of this motor and the last time I took it out and all that. But it's always good to have photos of it before you disassemble it all the way. All right. Then it's going to be a lot to take off. There's still a lot of coolant in this system. Yeah, there's still a lot of coolant. I don't know. I've done it a couple times, and so I'm like going a little bit slower than I would like need to if I were really in a hurry. But I think I'm 2 to 3 hours in, maybe 2 hours in, 3. I don't know. And I've done everything underneath the truck already. So I've already pulled the starter, AC compressor drop down, motor mounts are pulled, exhaust is disconnected, bell housing bolts, and torque converter nuts. So probably have another few hours, but realistically, like I have cameras filming for the actual YouTube video, but it'll probably be another 2 hours. Most of the hard stuff's underneath the truck. So in 2 hours, I'll have the motor plate on top from Motion Raceworks. Let me grab that. Okay. I don't know if I know where it is. Oh, there it is. Here it is. So yeah, 2 hours or so, I should have this on top and then start to pull it, and then getting it out is probably an hour-long process. So probably 3 hours total max left. So just disconnecting all the hoses and electrical stuff now. Also look to see if I can use a streaming software for, I have the DJI cameras. I have 3 of them set up right now. And I'm pretty sure there's a way for me to plug at least one of them in with a streaming software to show you guys like what's going on under the hood. But I got to figure that out. So if anybody knows how to do that, let me know, because that would be sick. So also, yes, I realize how incredibly dirty I am right now. It's because I was under the truck first, so. Let's see. I need pick. Sweet. All right, so apparently I have drank a decent amount of coolant out of this thing already because it's not in the top of the motor anymore. Let's see. What's this say? With the streaming software, just show a different angle in addition. Because like if you look right here, I have a DJI camera, and that's for like the actual YouTube video that I'm recording. So I know there's ways to stream multiple cameras into the laptop. So it would be cool to actually show you guys what the other angles are. So I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if I can just overlay it with one of the softwares. YouTube, this is my first time doing a live stream. Okay. YouTube had the option of just doing like live stream or to do a streaming software. And the streaming software said if you want to do overlays or graphics or whatever else. So it'd be pretty sweet if you guys could see the other angles. Like I have a DJI camera here, I have one there on the tripod, and then I have one up there that are all recording hyperlapses for the actual YouTube video. So that's what the streaming software would ideally be used for. That's good for it. I spilled significantly less coolant this time than last time I did this. Like, as I spill some. Like, last time I'm pretty sure I spilled half of it onto the ground. I mean, I still love Toyotas. Like, let's just second time I say. What's the most popular software out there? I will look into that because it would be sweet to be able to show you guys the other camera angle. I might do that today, as in like after I'm done with this, go to sleep and wake up, because I still have to put the motor in tomorrow. At which point I actually have to take the cams out of this one and put them in the new one over there. So it's wrapped up in the blue. But yeah, I mean, even though I am like, this truck obviously is a Ford, I use my F-250 to tow this thing. I had a Tacoma, and people who followed me on Instagram way back when I first started the company all knew the Tacoma. That's where the Instagram name for this truck and the Tacoma came from. Was it was an orange Tacoma named Fajita. Everybody calls them Taco as well. Named the orange one Fajita, and so that's where the name came from for Fajita Built. But like with what I wanted to do with the truck, unfortunately, like the reality of it is that the Tacoma was never going to be that truck. Like the Tacoma could never do what I do with this truck without going way beyond in the build that this truck required. So this truck, people make a lot more kits for the jumping and for the high horsepower stuff. The frame is massive and fully boxed. This frame goes from like a 3x8" frame to like a 2x8" to like a 2x6". So all the way down, it's a massive frame, and it's just a lot better suited for the crazy stuff I want to do. So although, yeah, I love Toyotas also, obviously it's the main vehicle we build stuff for. And my race truck, here in about a year, when we start the actual race program, it's going to be a first-gen Tundra. And we'll figure out what to do about drivetrain and what class we want to run and all that. But we're going to use a first-gen Tundra with a facelift. So it'll probably look like a third-gen Tundra, fourth-gen Tacoma type deal. So, yeah, I still love Toyota. Just because I have this truck doesn't mean I don't. It was just going to be super hard to get a Tacoma to 1,000 horsepower. Whereas with this one, it's it's like almost too easy. It's like, it's kind of ridiculous. Oh yeah, the 21 Tundras are sweet. One of our first big builds years ago was actually back in 21 was a 21 Tundra for Eric Robles up in like Fort Collins area. Cool dude, but he those things are super clean. And yeah, that thing will definitely outlast, especially unfortunately with how the new ones are doing. It'll definitely outlast those. So the new Tundras, I feel like Toyota dropped the ball with how long they took to release the new truck. Like, it should have been better, man. It looks cool, but it should have been better. Oh, this harness wraps all the way around the motor. All right, well, in typical fashion, there's always got to be pain points, I guess. Injector harnesses. Yeah, it's fair. It's getting late. And thanks for that, the streaming software stuff. I'll look into that. Appreciate that for sure. All right, let's see if I can get this alternator power cable off with a reasonable amount of ease. Yeah, I thought that'd be pretty tight for how small of an area it is to have to work in. Typical though. Sweet. Well, it's loose. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Everything disconnected down there almost. One more plug, but I think Ford did something dumb with this. I think the alternator has a third bolt on the back. Nice. Yeah, man. Have a good night. Appreciate you hanging out. We're moving from Denver to St. George. So if you come out here, let us know. see. Nope, wrong size. Typical though, right? There we go. So we got everything off the bottom of the motor and coolant drained, mostly oil drained. Coolant drained out of the cooling system, not out of the motor. Probably a good way to put it. Currently taking the accessory system off, so alternator's coming off first. Well, I guess that's not true. I got the belt and pulleys and the AC compressor off already. So next is the alternator. I think I figure the fewer things there is for coolant to run all over and make a massive mess, the better. So sweet. It's going very well so far, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. All right, I seem to recall this alternator being a bit of a pain for me in the past, so hopefully that doesn't repeat again. All right. Let me get pry bar. So slide this alternator off the motor. There we go. That might have gone really well. All right. Now just get the smart alternator plug undone. and I'll be set. Because it is so hard to get to while it's on the motor, so I slid it off. I'm trying to get a light. Oh crap. There is. This is crazy. Let's see. Let's let this thing out of here. If there's anyone on the YouTube live stream, I'll show you. Maybe I should get a new alternator. Maybe it's time. This thing's honestly not doing bad. A little squeak. But it might be time. I don't know. These rocks in the alternator, it's not damaging it. But it's been through enough abuse. It might be time to get a new alternator for this truck. It might deserve it. This thing's been through a lot. And I asked a lot of it. And I'll probably ask even more of it. The new motor, Snow Performance triple fuel system, or triple pump fuel system. So I might need to get a new alternator for this thing. It's got rocks all in it. So I just got the alternator off the truck, and it has so many rocks in it from the last, well, from whenever. I'm assuming the last trip, but guess we'll see. All right, another part off. Let's see. Lots of harnesses to take off. And actually, lots of fuel system needs to come off too. Whew. What is sliding around? Is that my motor? Ah. That's how we lose clips. You just send them flying. Hurt. Whew. Lots of plugs behind the motor too. Whew, I'm sliding all over the place. Getting the backside of this motor is never fun. Like, honestly, it's crazy that it's easier to get the bell housing bolts out, like significantly easier to get those out than it is to do the sensors on the back of the motor. That's just crazy to me. I'll go ahead and pull the intake. Hopefully that'll help me out. All right, fuel line disconnect tool up next. I like the wrong tool. I actually have a feeling that I need either this one. No, I'm pretty sure I need this one. Yeah, that is the tool I needed. I knew it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hopefully I didn't break any injectors just now. Goodness. Well, they all look good. Thankfully, because I don't have to buy injectors. Huh. Crazy. Nothing's leaking out of the injector reel. Those things are dirty. Everything on this motor is so dirty from the desert. All right, so now I thought so. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take the intake manifold off. Because I have to to the plugs. Pretty crazy how relatively easy this motor is to take apart, like truthfully. All right, got it. I thought you were recording. I thought the camera was recording. How did it turn off? It's missing key moments here. Getting the intake off. Did anybody say anything? No. See, I'm still working behind the intake. Not quite in the same way. Nowhere near as bad. Oh yeah. Okay, there's the intake. And the throttle body, of course. The intake injectors couldn't come out together because while it's in the truck, it's too hard to get the socket down in there. And the injector rail bolts are connected anyways to they hold the intake down, so. All right, the intake's off. So now, for most of the way, putting our motor plate on so we can lift it out. There's a lot of wires in here. Good thing most of them are already undone. Dang, this stuff is so far back there. Should I do it? Should I get in the engine bay? You convinced me. All right. There you go. Most of the wire harness is out now, or well, ready to come out. Only a few more connectors left. And then, of course, the big connectors. All right, so 2 ground cables. She can come off. The harness can, the main harness, the main engine harness. I don't remember what size this ground is. Thought I knew, but I did remember what size it was. So 15. a 10. A couple motor grounds, a couple engine grounds is all. Okay. All right, there it is. The main motor harness is out. For a Gen 3 Coyote. Ooh, that's tight. Not coming off easy. All right, let's get some more coolant drain all over the floor. Oh, this is actually gonna go all over the floor too. Huh. That's not ideal. This coolant's gonna get everywhere. I already know it. Because it always does, right? All right. I got a wiggle the coolant line off of there. All right, that hose doesn't want to come off very easily. All right. Still not fun to come off. All right, most of the radiator hoses are off, or disconnected at least, where they need to be. Sweet. Another part off. Another step closer to get this motor out tonight. Woo, that really hurt. Oh man, that hurt. I knew I'd spill that everywhere. Let's see. No new comments yet. Yeah, so we're working on pulling the motor right now. You guys want a little bit of an update? The intake's out. The new motor's over there. That thing's gonna be sick. Pretty rowdy. What do you guys want to know? Is there anything you want to know? There's a comment box right there, chat box thing. I'm getting all the coolant system stuff off. So these trucks have heat exchangers for everything. So the transmission's cooled by coolant, the oil is cooled by coolant. So there's a lot of coolant hoses. I'm going to delete them all eventually. But for now, they're on there and I need to take them off. To pull the motor, of course. All right. All right, water pump pulleys off. Oh. Okay. I don't know if this is a valve or it's a little pump or what. I'm not a fan of it being on there. Whoa. No questions? Let's see. No questions so far. Yeah, take. Gosh darn it, man. Oh, that pump does not want to come off. Oh, fuck. Dang, dude. Whew. I think it was on there. And I'm starting to get tired. Maybe I'll end the stream. Oh, let's see. It's been almost 2 hours on here. Holy crap. Oh, it's 2 a.m. Oh, I'm so dirty. I knew that would happen. It looks pretty good. Super dirty on the outside because of all the off-roading, but oh, I knew I'd get pulling everywhere. Yeah, that's not a surprise at all. All right. What's next? Tensioner for the AC belt. I'm surprised it was only 10 mil. Should probably order new tensioners, Tom. Like new idlers. It can't be that expensive. I'd rather them not go bad on me. Unfortunately, that means I probably have to buy Ford ones for way more money. Ah, I know what I can do next. Well, first I'm gonna take the idler off. I guess first, I'm gonna put water pump bolts back in where they live. All right. Water pump bolster in. Get rid of some of this stuff right here. All right, so now, what do I have to do now? I gotta do oil cooler. Now, that was a good guess. 14, right off the rip. All right. That's the oil cooler heat exchanger dealio. Because unfortunately, this truck uses engine coolant to cool everything, the oil and the transmission fluid. For now, I will be getting rid of that soon. Put this away. Nope, that's a 14. Wow. All right. Oh, there's a bad one. It's not quite bad, but I can hear the bearings. This is just for the AC compressor, though. It's funny, every time I come over to the camera, I lose viewers. Must be because how dirty I am or something, I don't know. Oh, there's so much left to do. I'm actually pretty close, but it just feels like so much. I mean, it might almost be time to lift this thing out of here. Like, I'm pretty close, honestly. Like, super close. All right, the motor plate is on. Okay. That was close. That was real close. Whew. Fans out. It gives me a little more clearance to get the motor out. The motor plate's already on, so I might go ahead and pull it. Basically everything else is out of the way. All right, go ahead and pull the crank bolt out. All right. Woo. All right. Smells like burnt oil a little bit. All right, I'm gonna get the cherry picker. Oh, maybe I have to roll it the other way. Pull this engine out already. See why this camera keeps turning on. That's weird. There's plenty of battery left in this thing. I don't know why it's turning off. All right, got the cherry picker. Now, we'll hook it up and test the maximum tensile strength of everything left connected to the engine. And hopefully we find all those things before we find the breaking point of anything else. Oh. Might as well leave that drain pan under there. Whew. There you go. All right. I know you're not supposed to do this, but it's way faster. You also go straight to extending it to its weakest point. It's always good. All right. See if I can even do this without taking my bumper off or anything else needs taken off. Might be able to. I just might get away with this. Stand on the wheel. You can just slide around. That should be good, right? Slide on the wheelie thing. Stand on the wheelie thing. All right, now it's lifted up. All right, now I gotta go through mental and visual check to make sure I don't rip anything off with this thing. First things first, you gotta slide it away from the transmission. Gotta get that train's motion. You know what? I need to put a ratchet strap under that transmission, actually. I can't have that thing just fall in there. All right. Let's get this train's motion strapped up. Sweet. That's all I really needed there. Just hold the transmission up a little bit. Hold the transmotion up. Well, I'll go ahead and start moving this motor around. Oh yeah. Holy crap, that might be the easiest easiest transmission motor divorce I've ever done. All right. That's not bad. Better look underneath. Make sure that there's no cables connected anymore or anything like that. Holy crap. This is the easiest I've ever had. This is crazy. Like, I can't believe, like, hopefully it keeps going this easy. Gotta lift out of the motor mounts first. All right, now an 8mm disconnect ground strap. Dang, this thing's coming out tonight. Oh, this is a 7mm. The random Ford 7mm. Now, also undo some other things real quick. Just a couple little ones. All right, from the other side, gotta get it. What is going on over here? Alright, I don't know what the hell's going on back there. So I'm just gonna take it off the body side, whatever. I don't remember this being such a problem. This valve cover is not wanting to slide out without touching the radiator. I'm like pretty certain the last time this wasn't an issue. So I don't know what exactly is going on. This was not a problem last time. Come on, earth to get this out. Gosh, man. Why are these all different sizes, Ford? Seriously? All right. 15 mil. All right. 4 manifold bolt, nut deliver. All right. Yeah, this thing's heavy. Glad I have headers for this truck now. Top half and headers for the truck now. My new cylinder heads, CNC ported ones and machined ones. They have O-rings, so I don't even need a gasket for my exhaust manifold or my new headers. All right. Well, I'm going to have to do this tomorrow. I'm going to finish it tomorrow. Okay, let's see where we're at. Ooh, my hair looks crazy. 2 hours and 51 minutes in.